We're back today with another wizard build inside of Diablo Immortal. This one, like many of the wizard builds we have here on the channel, are brought to us by Cash out of the Revenant's Discord server. What we're going to be doing today is taking a look at the skills being used, the secondary gear being used, the primary gear being used, and more importantly, the essences. And then we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the combat and take a peek at how this whole build works out in Battlegrounds. I want to let you guys know that Cash is part of the Revenant's Discord server, and if you guys want to be part of that and kind of hang out, see what kind of stuff they have going on over there, I'll be linking it in the description of this video so you can go check them out. I highly suggest it. Some great stuff over there. Let's start out with this build. First of all, I love the skin. One of the best inside of the game. We're going in with Electrocute. He's got Arcane Wind, Frost Field, Ray of Frost, and Ice Armor. Now, it's worth noting that he uses 3 different sets here for the secondary gear. On top of that, his charm is pretty great. He's got 2 6% damage upgrades and in Arcane Wind and Ray of Frost, a 4% in Magic Missile, and then Black Hole and Disintegrate each are getting plus 2% damage. It's a pretty nice looking charm if you ask me. Now, the first thing that he's using here is Vithu's Urges. He's only going in with the 2-piece. That's going to increase the duration of all beneficial effects on you and your party members for 30%. This is the first build that we featured here where he goes in with 2, 2, and 2 to get 3 different set properties. Here, Windloft Perfection. Gain 1,000 winds when in combat, increasing your movement speed by 15%. 1,000 wind deactivates for 2 seconds if you take any damage. So he's got 1 piece right there. The second piece of that is right there. And then for the final set piece, he's going with the Grace of the Flagellant, which we see quite often. All continual damage, channel damage, and persistent ground damage is increased by 15%. So now let's get into some of this primary gear. And to start things off, he's going with the Cryomancer's Helmet. This right here is going to give you the essence, Ray of Frost range increased by 29%. Ray of Frost energy consumed 10% slower. Now, I don't take a ton of time and look at the gems being used because, well, first of all, you could see them the entire time. But second, for a lot of the 5-star gems, they may not be attainable by people. So you can kind of figure out what gems you like that fit what you're trying to do. Or, of course, I believe he's using a Pain Clasp in this one. You could just try and replicate what he's doing. It should be easy enough to do with the 1s and 2s. But when you get to 5-star gems, especially for our very low spenders or free-to-play players, it's going to be different. It's going to be more difficult. So right here, he's going with a Seeping Bile. And here he has the Hoarfrost Spaulders as the shoulder piece. Ray of Frost critical hit chance is increased by 66.5% against frozen enemies. Seems that he's planning to do some freezing in his battles. Now he's going in with a max level Mother's Lament 2-star gem, Frozen or Heart of the Frozen North, the essence. While Ice Armor is active, enemies attacking are afflicted with 40% chill for 3.2 seconds. And the cooldown is reduced by 10% because of the awakening. Moving forward, we're going to be going down to his pair of pants. And these pants are the Frost Bond. He's coming in with a rank 6, 4 out of 5-star Bottled Hope. Very popular gem. Hard to get it to that level though. Frost Field now also shatters enemy armor, increasing the damage they take by 19% for 5 seconds. All right, now it's time to look at the weapons. He's got the primary, the secondary, and then he's going in with the stance weapons as well for whenever you're over Paragon 800. This is a rank 4, 4 out of 5-star Frozen Heart gem inside of this bad boy. And the essence is, well, the gear is Electro Spike. The essence tells us that Electrocute leaps to 3 additional enemies, and the damage is increased by 9%, getting good value out of Electrocute as his primary attack. Now he's going to his stance secondary weapon, and this one right here, Electrocutes critical hits immobilize enemies for 2 seconds, can't occur on the same target more often than every 3 seconds. The damage again by Electrocute is increased by another 9%. These are not awakened slots here either. Keep that in mind. Now he's coming in with a 1-star Berserker's Eye, rank 10, an awakened slot, and the essence being used here is Winter Mantle. Ice Armor now also grants damage absorption to your nearby allies. The cooldown for Ice Armor is reduced by 7.2%, and again, because of the awakening, another 10% decrease in that cooldown. Very nice for Ice Armor. And then we have our final stance weapon, the primary. Looks like we are going in with the Essence Updraft. Arcane Wind now knocks enemies up into the air with an updraft and stuns them, but no longer charges up. Arcane Wind damage is increased by 18%. Now, something that we're noticing here is that he's using a lot of freezing elements, and he's also going in with a lot of things that are going to stun opponents. Now what I want to do, I want to take a look right here as he goes into the battle and kind of see what the mechanic looks like. Now, a lot of times inside of these videos, I'll come through with some kind of notes for you. I'll tell you something and we'll go through exactly what's going on inside of this. Here, we have no notes. This is not a build that I've played because I haven't used the wizard, well, it's been quite some time. So we're gonna kind of hang out here together, watch him in action. What I'm looking for is, does the wizard look weak, vulnerable, slow, or does it seem to really hold its own? Some things I do not like about the wizard are how when you're doing some of your more powerful attacks, or skills I should say, you have to be stationary. You'll find yourself just feeling like a tree that's stuck into the ground. We do have another wizard build on the channel as well that is all about speed, and it is not at all about being stationary or stuck inside of the ground. So this one right here though, it does drop a lot of damage. You can see kills are being pulled in right now, even while in the middle of the action. Coming in with that Ray of Frost as well, his ultimate is available also, and I always find it funny to see when players, friends, people sharing their builds, they do this on PC, because when I play on PC, it's never a good thing. But look at this. The wizard is human. Cash does also pass in some of his battles. But let's see how he gets back in here and what he does as this continues on. By the way, if you take a look at the Paragon levels, this build was put together about 2 weeks ago when the Paragon level was a little bit lower. I believe he was actually way above Paragon level at the time of recording this. It may even be 3 weeks ago that he recorded it for me. So look at the Arcane Wind dropping massive amounts of damage right over there, looking really nice. I like how the Arcane Wind is a skill that I never would actually use as what the wizard when I played. Notice he's shielded like literally the entire time. Let's see how this battle goes. Does he stay away? Does he stay alive? There's 3 dudes he just ran past right there. Oh, he's taking more damage. Is he gonna go down? Is he somehow surviving all of this? Wow. That was actually impressive that he was able to survive. What do you guys think of the build? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in another build video. If you don't like this one, go check out some of the others, but this one looks pretty neat.